I'm Julia Hales, and I've been an environmentalist for 35 years, co-founding an organisation called Sustainability, which was the first environmental consultancy in the UK. And I'm really passionate about doing what I can to save the planet. And in that context, when we got here at Hook, it took a little while, but we started a wilding project, actually at the beginning of lockdown. And we rewilded our grounds. We basically had diggers and bulldozers and all sorts of things. But the exciting thing is that I realised that it wasn't enough to just do this for us and bring back lovely wildlife and things. We wanted to inspire others, and that's what made me think about doing the Wilding Weekend. This is actually the second Wilding Weekend, and we think we're going to have to do more because everyone who's come has been so excited and inspired by the things that we're doing and recognising, which is the important thing, that it's something that they can do in their own gardens. And all these different bits of it, whether it's the wildflower meadow itself or the ponds and the newts that we've got and the frogs and the toads and all sorts of things. And the exciting thing is that having started doing it and getting rid of any sort of mown lawn and having just little paths through the long grass, is how much it has brought back the wildlife in a relatively short amount of time. And today we're actually demonstrating that by showing people around, getting them to have tours all around the things, but also by bringing the stall holders here so they can tell people about different aspects of wilding, show them, for example, the moths that have been caught the night before, show them about how to rewild if you've got a big estate, how to rewild on smaller scales, and also buy lovely bee-happy plants and seeds.
We desperately need a cultural change for humanity. I think we need a new story. I think that we are coming into a time for an awakening, really. And wilding has captured everyone's imaginations. You know, the idea that we can do something, that we can give back to nature.
Birds was my first interest, and then sort of evolved to butterflies, and then wanted to start down the butterfly route, get into moths. And last night we ran 4 traps here. And it's a really nice way of bringing people in. It's a really nice engagement tool, and getting a lot of positive response from the moth traps. We ran them last year, but this year was a really, really good night. Nice and warm, nice and cloudy, brings the moths in, and it's bringing lots of people in, which is really, really nice.
Where you get pockets of intensive habitat, combats the pockets of intensive agriculture. There's the idea of taking a piece of land and shaping it and moulding it. So you get all different sorts of aspects and shapes and different fertilities of soil, so different plants can grow in different niches all over the site.
So my name's Rachel, and I've been working here for about 7 years. So I created this little vegetable garden, and it was quite interesting to see what would come up, really. When I started growing the vegetables, lots of wildflowers came up in there, which I hadn't actually sown, but they just appeared. And when you don't weed things, then you know, you don't know what's going to come up, and you get all this different variation of plants, and then of course the insects that feed on them.
To find this on the doorstep, I'm staying in Bedminster with a friend, and to be able to come and meet all these fascinating people and do great tours and see a really inspiring landscape, it's been incredible.
Only the wild plant species can evolve to survive climate change. So none of the cultivars do anything. They can't evolve. They might just as well be plastic, right? And we didn't realise this. So 200 years ago, when we started breeding plants and finding these novel forms, we didn't realise that we would eventually have a biodiversity crisis and the pollinators would start collapsing. But now we realise it, but yet we're left with a lot of these cultivars.
It is absolute no-no from an environmental, wilding, anything point of view. Please do not use peat in your garden, because peat is fantastic for storing carbon.
I'm actually was a petrol head, and I have a large collection of motorcycles, so I've never been really that interested until Julia introduced me to wilding, and she has done such a fabulous job and has changed my mind about the importance of wilding, the importance of insects, the importance of biodiversity, which I would never have had before. And together we've built a property which does the maximum to increase insect life, bird life and everything. But really, basically, it's all due to Julia and the effort that she's made to present such a wonderful place for people to share.